What does a sailor do when he's on lockdown? What happens to him?
Hey man, up there, there's a lot. There's a lot of drinking. I got to be honest. How about now, guys?
Sig, got your Sig.
There he is.
How are you, buddy?
Hey man, the social media thing's on my. Sorry, pal.
I'm way better with technology on my boat than I am with my phone.
You do this full time, pretty much. Lock yourself away.
Oh, smart man. Yeah, when you think about it, yeah, you're locked up for weeks and months on end, rationing food. What else do we do? Climb the walls and go crazy. Yeah.
So you're pretty used to it. What advice do you have for us mere mortals that have been locked away with our wives and families?
Well, I mean, it will end. That's the thing. It's like a long, lousy fishing trip. One day you'll go back to land. How about that?
Captain Keith Colburn, how are you, mate?
I'm doing well. How are you, Brad?
Good, mate. What's your boat? What's the name of your boat?
The Wizard.
The Wizard. And how long have you had that for?
Well, I've had it since 2005. I purchased it, but I've been working on the Wizard as deckhand and then everything from mate to captain since 31 years now. I've been on the Wizard.
Great.
Yeah.
So you were technically a greenhorn at one stage.
Oh yeah, I like to say that I came from the bilge to the bridge to owning the boat, because my first job on another crab boat was literally cleaning out the bilge.
And in terms of Deadliest Catch, 16th season, I think starts Tuesday night. We have a big double banger. How do you go in this? The race is on, right?
Due to a complete revamp of the Russian quota system, the former Soviet Union is increasing infrastructure and is making drastic efforts to cut down on illegal fishing.
They're finally cracking down. It's a good thing. Supply is going down and the prices are going up. This isn't going to be fun. You better be ready.
It's us versus them. Red versus the red, white, and blue.
For this last year, we've been battling with the Russians quite a bit. So that's kind of the thing. We've had a race to get the crab, to get the best product to the beach for the best price. So they've changed their way of doing things right now. And with their new quota system, we're battling the Russians. So it's kind of fun, it makes it very competitive.
Did you think this is how your life would work out when you're a young guy?
I had no idea or aspirations to be any kind of a fisherman. The fishing history in my family is zero. I'm the first fisherman in my family. Long line of farmers from the valley in California. And, my dad was a casino dealer in Lake Tahoe. So I was, I skied and water skied and, worked in restaurants and then got bored and flew to Alaska, and I've been going back ever since.
And your daughter's involved? You've headlocked her into the family business?
Well, yeah. I mean, look, I'm not a complete animal. She did have a choice, okay?
Right.
She wasn't forced into the family business. But, yeah, Mandy's been on that boat since she was 13, 14 years old, salmon tendering in the summers. Now she's accompanying us during the wintertime. And, yeah, she's captain in training. So it's a lot of fun.
Are there elements where you have to be crazy to do your job, do you think? Because we watch it and think you're nuts.
I'd say it's a sort of a controlled kind of crazy. Like a lot of times, the biggest question is always, when do you shut down? When is the weather bad enough to where you need to pull your guys off deck? If every wave was identical, it would be easy to make that determination, but they're not. That's Mother Nature you're battling, and she's feisty at times.
The brothers Colburn chart a course to the high latitudes, the northeastern grounds.
Saturday, southwest wind 55 knots, seas 31 feet.
Just as a 200-mile wide Arctic storm churns that same region of the Bering Sea.
We need to be sitting right in that weather window before that goes right through the fishing grounds. And that storm is intensifying. There's a wave out there with the Wizard's name on it. And I don't know when or where or how, but it's gonna hit us. Say a couple Hail Marys. And knock on wood.
There's times when I guess a little bit of lunacy plays pretty well into, I hope, being successful.
Like at the end of the movie, The Perfect Storm, you would have been George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg. You would have made that decision.
For the record, of course, that movie had a lot of Hollywood in it. You know, I would not send my guy on a downrigger with a welding or a torch in that kind of weather. So some of that stuff, a little iffy. But all in all, the movie was actually really well done because you could see the chain of events that started from the beginning of the movie to the decisions Clooney was making as the captain, to continue to fish, and then breakdowns and all the things that kind of led to them being out there and being exposed, which really I thought was really well done. And that's, you know, and that's what we do. You talk about crazy or things like that. I mean, at times I feel like I'm just a damage control expert.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks we're out there trying to take all these big risks. Well, the risks are already there.
Right.
It's an inherently dangerous job. So what we're trying to do is minimize those risks. And what we're trying to do that didn't occur in that movie, Perfect Storm, is to break the chain of events.
Right.
To witness what's happening and find a way to break that chain.
So we'll get to see your many different facial expressions of terror, excitement, control.
Control, fear.
That's good. It's great. I mean, this show's great when they have the camera on the skipper, and you're just like, this poor bastard. I'm watching it going, oh, he's screwed here. But you guys all seem to control it. But the many different facial expressions are quite bewildering to watch.
Yeah, they are. You know, people ask too, are the cameras in the way? And the thing is like, I'm surrounded by electronics, right? Yeah. And there's the captain cam just sitting like right over here, running 24 hours a day. So it doesn't miss anything. And it gets to the point where you don't even notice that it's there. It's like it doesn't even exist anymore. So that's why the facial expressions and some of the comments, probably some which aren't fit for TV, end up showing up in the show.
Are there boats out under a lockdown environment?
Well, right. I mean, there's still guys up there fishing for the Apelio. So I got lucky, man. I hit them pretty good. So
right.
So I got home. Guys were just wrapping up. Some of them had breakdowns. They weren't able to get finished up. Yeah. And so they're on lockdown in Alaska. Yeah. They stopped flying into Dutch Harbor, I heard. So no planes are going in and out. So these poor bastards can't get in and out of Dutch Harbor. They can't go home.
So what does a sailor do when he's on lockdown? What happens to him?
Hey man, up there, there's a lot of drinking. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, good.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah, so he's just smashing beers and whiskey.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
You know, they're thumping their chest, and I beat you. No. There you go.
Good. Where are you locked down right now?
I'm in Boise, Idaho.
How do you live in Boise when you're a man of the sea?
I actually have a condominium that's on the water in Seattle, but I've been over here in Boise with my girlfriend for the last month.
What's going to get me fired up on this the next season?
Show? Oh, come on, man. I mean, it's that's the thing. What makes that show so great? We don't know what to expect when we let the camera boys on board and women, and it's like right now we did have there was a hurricane. There was a typhoon that we dealt with in King Crab. Of course, Mandy stepped it up a notch, so we'll see more of her. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. Well, you're a legend, and I hope you do some quiet drinking by yourself, Sig, and you can handle it. You and
wait, where's my wife? Hang on. Say that again. I'm a what?
Yeah, you're a legend.
Wait, honey, did you hear that?
I love it. Yeah, poor Sig's just getting beaten on lockdown by the missus. You're a champion, mate. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. Watch the show Tuesday night.
Awesome.
Stay safe.
Good man.
All right.
See you, Chip. Thanks, buddy.